All right, guys, so right now we're gonna do logarithm. So this is more advanced stuff. So you can write down all the examples that I'm gonna go through in your notes, okay? So let's start off with the first example. Now, what is the first example? So the first example is when you have log 4, 2. So now whenever you do this, you need to take note of what does the log says. So the log says over here, it's called log 4. So log 4, what does that mean? It means that you need to have a base of 4 for this case. But can you see your base right now is a 2. So we need to change to a base of 4. So log 4 will still stay as log 4, but this 2 is a base of 4. Now you need to think, 4 to the power of what is 2? So some students will say, okay, I'll start out with 4 to the power of 1, but they realize that 4 to the power of 1 is actually 4. Then they say, all right, I'll try 4 to the power of 2, 16. Then they realize that, hey, the higher the power, the bigger my number, but there is no way I can get 4 to the power of something to get 2. So what does that mean? It means that very high chance this power is going to be a fraction. Okay? And most of the time, let's say you're experienced enough, you will know that it's actually 4 to the power of half to give you 2. All right? So from here, what can I do is right now, remember the law called power bring down? So I have a power bring down equal to half. Now this dot means multiply, okay? So it's half times log 4, 4. And log 4, 4, remember that under the shortcut notes we have learned earlier on, this means a value of 1. And that's how it gives you a value of half. So this is one of the example. Next up, the second example, you can copy it down. So you can just follow what I've just written. Okay, so right now, they say that given that log A, then bracket x cubed y is equal to p. So this is one of it that is given to you right now. And this is another clue that is given. That's log A y over x squared is equal to q. Now they ask you to express log A x times y. Now, this is actually one of the most difficult questions ever. So I might need a lot of space. Hence, I'm going to delete the rest. Okay, and we're going to focus on doing this question. All right, so how I'm going to go about doing this is first I need to understand what do they mean by this, right? In terms of P and Q. Meaning at the end of the day, when I express log base A, X, Y, my answer on the right-hand side must be just P and Q. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the splitting method that we learned last lesson also. So what is splitting method? Meaning log A xy is actually equal to log ax plus log ay. This is the splitting method that we learned last lesson. However, if you look at the one that is being highlighted in red, there is no log ax on its own. There is also no log ay on its own. So hence, what does that mean? It means that I would need to modify this person and I will need to modify this person. So let me do step by step. So log A x cubed y is equal to p, right? So what I'm going to do from here is I will also split them up. I have log A x cubed plus log AY is equal to P. Now, whenever I have this, can you see the power? I'll make a habit to do a power bring down. So hence, I'll have 3 log AX plus log AY is equal to P. All right. And what we're going to do from here is, because log AX has 3, right? So if I make log AX the subject, I will technically need to divide by 3 to these people here. So hence, I will not make log AX the subject. Instead, can you see log AY is already on its own? I'll just make log AY as a subject. So I'll get log AY as a subject. I'll bring the 3 log AX over. So hence, from here, I have log AY, which is perfect, because with this log AY, which is equal to this, I can put it inside here later. Okay, so now, next I'll do is this step. Log AY over X squared is equal to Q. So that means that if I do the splitting, I'll have log AY minus log AX squared is equal to Q. And same thing, whenever I have a power, I'll make it a habit of doing a power bring down. So I have log AY minus 2 log AX is equal to Q. Now, over here, I have slight issue too, because I have a 2 log AX right here, and I have a log AY here also. So what am I going to do from here? So I'm not sure what I'm going to do from here, because if I make log AY the subject, there is no log AX that I can form in here. So it's all right. I'll just continue from here first. Okay, then I'll adjust accordingly. So go back to the question. We know that the question wants log AXY, right? And I know that log AXY is equivalent to log AX plus log AY. And log AX, just leave it as it is first. I have log AX plus log AY. Can you see that log AY is equivalent to this? So I'll just sub this in. Will be plus P minus 3 log AX. And hence, when I simplify this, because this is log AX and here is minus 3 log AX, that will give me a minus 2 log AX plus P. That's when I realized, oh my goodness, I have minus log 2 log AX, and just nice. Here has also minus 2 log AX. So I'll make this as a subject. That means I know that minus 2 log AX is equal to Q minus log AY. All right. So right now, I can put that in. But I do hope that you notice if I do that, right, I will still have the same issue, because when I put this in, I'll have P, yes, is settled. I have Q, yes, is settled. But what is log AY, right? So I'll still go about it rounds and rounds, because my log AY and log AX is never settled. Hence, there is something I need to do about this log AX and log AY. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to settle this issue of log AX and log AY by combining both. What do I mean by that? I'll make log AY the subject too. So I have Q plus 2 log AX. Because over here, if you see, this is log AY, and here is also log AY, I can technically say that P minus 3 log AX is the same as Q plus 2 log AY. So that will form another equation. P minus 3 log AX Oops, not enough space. Okay, just right here. P minus 3 log AX is equal to Q plus 2 log AX. Then I can make log A the subject because I can technically get rid of one unknown, which is the Y. Okay, so I bring this stays, this one bring over. So that will give me a minus 5 log AX is equal to Q minus P. Almost there, almost there. So I'll get rid of the minus first. 5 log A, or another way is you can just get rid of the minus 5 right away. So we have log AX is equal to Q minus P over negative 5, which is log AX is equal to, because I divided by negative 5 with the 1 on top, it'll give me P minus Q over 5. Now, that solves the problem already, because right now, I don't have any log AX or log AY, just like the problem that I stated just now. And now I can very nicely place in here. So with that, from this step, I can say that is equal to minus 2 P minus Q over 5 plus P. So from here, it's just basically just algebra already, which is equal to minus, okay, let's do, this is minus 2P plus 2Q over 5 plus 5P over 5. Okay, I have not enough space, so I'll just continue here. Okay, which is equal to over 5. Minus 2Q plus 5Q will give me, minus 2P plus 5P will give me 3P. P plus 2Q over 5. The end. And that's it. All right. So next up, we can move on to another question, which is question number 3. Okay, so question number 3, let's see. So for example, question number 3 is I have log base of 8, x to the power of 3 is equal to log base of 4 to the power of y. And the question says that, hey, I want you to express y in terms of x. Okay? So over here, there are a few base you can choose. You can choose number 1, a base of 8, a base of 4, because here is 8 and here is 4. All right. But we have some problems right here, because when I change, be it whether I change in the base of 8 and 4, it's not really going to help me much. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change to the base of 2, because 8 and 4 can be developed from a base of 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4, and 2 to the power of 3 is 8. Now, so you need to apply the change of base to this question in order to solve this. So I'm going to apply the change of base. Log 2 x cubed over log 2 8. So how to apply a change of base? Because this is the new base that I introduced, right? So always remember that the bigger one, which is here, x cubed, will always be on top. And the smaller one, this 8, will be at the bottom. So same thing, let's try to do the change of base for this log 4y. So we know that we need to change the base of log 2, right? So this is the new base that I'm going to introduce. And hence the bigger person is y. So I'm going to put y here. And the smaller person is 4. So I'll put a 4 below. Y. 4. Okay. And from here, do you realize it's a lot simpler to simplify log 2 8 already? So if log 2x cubed, and remember, power, bring down. Okay, that would be 3 over log 2x. And what is log 2 to? It's equivalent to log 2 to the power of 3 is equal to log 2y over log 2, and 4 is 2 to the power of 2. So same thing, power bring down, power bring down. So at the end of the day, I'll have 3 log 2x over 3 log 2. And do you notice that log 2 is equivalent to 1? And then I can cancel this 3 with this 3. Is equal to log 2y over, bring down the 2, and log 2 is 1. All right, so let's tidy everything up so it looks neater. I know that log 2x over 1 is equivalent to log 2y over 2. So I can just cross multiply and I'll get log 2x is equal to log 2y. Okay? And then from here, I can do power bring up. So power bring up means at the end of the day, I will have log 2x squared is equivalent to log 2y. So you'll be wondering, why would you know how to bring the power up? So remember one of the learnings that we did last lesson was we make both of them start with log 2, or rather the same base, right? And from there, we can just cancel both of them up. And from here, we can say that x squared is equal to y, but they want y in terms of x. So y is equal to x squared. The end. So now let's move on to question number 4. All right, so right now, this question type, right, whereby they say express y in terms of x, can you all write it down that this is involving, can you see the base here? So write that down, involving the base where they are constant terms. Okay, so right now, I want to do another question whereby the base is no longer a constant term, but rather the base is an unknown. So that is number 4. Okay, so question number 4 is whereby your base does not involve unknown terms anymore. Constant terms anymore. The base is unknown terms. Now, what I mean by a base of unknown terms, for example, 27 log y x squared over log x y minus 8 is equal to 0. And then they say that, hey, express x as a power of y. Okay, so the base is unknown terms because can you see the base? They are all unknown terms. Unlike question number 3, whereby the base are constant terms. So how do we go about doing that? So let me tell you a little trick. If let's say they say express x as a power of y, what do they mean by that? What they meant is they want, at the end of the day, this is your thinking process, that you want x is equal to y to the power of something. Okay? One more step further, it means that you want to express x in terms of y. Agree on that? And one more step further, this is a clue, okay? A clue to tell you that because you want it in terms of y, so you have to change to the base of y. So that will make your life a lot simpler. Okay, so this is the first thought process. Next, another common mistake that a lot of students make is that they thought that log base of y, x, right? The whole thing square is actually equal to log base of y, x squared. It's not the same because this square is referring to I'm doing log yx times log yx. But this person right here is just telling you that log y still stays, but the inside is x times x. So they are not the same thing. You must be really, really careful, okay? They are not the same. Yeah, so remember to write all this down. Now, let's go back to the main gist right here. So what I'll do over here is, first thing, I would want to bring this 8 over. So I have 27 log yx squared. I know it's really tempting. It's very tempting to do power bring down for this, but no, okay? It's log yx, the whole thing square, over log xy is equal to 8. Now, so let's do a recap. Remember just now we said that we need to change to the base of y. See, base of y here. So let's check. This, is it okay? Base of y? Yes, it's good. But this person is not to the base of y. So we need to apply the change of base law. The whole thing over, and remember this line is longer. So let's apply the change of base, which I know it must be log y, right? And the bigger person is on top, the smaller person is below. And this whole thing is equal to 8. So to make it less confusing, I'll rewrite it properly. This is 27 log y x squared. This line is a divide by log y over log yx is equal to 8. And I know that log y gives me a value of 1. And remember the keep, change, flip technique. Keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep this as it is. 27 log yx squared. I'll just put over 1, okay? Change, divide to times, and flip. Log yx over log y is a value of 1, so which is just 1 is equal to 8. So can you see this is log yx and here is log yx. So it looks like 27, I treat log yx as one term, okay? And this is one term. So it's actually in algebra, it's like 27a squared times a, right? And we know that 27a squared times a is 27a cubed. So I'm applying this technique with the one that I highlighted in orange. So from here, I'll get 27 log yx to the power of 3 is equal to 8. So I'll bring the 27 over now. It's a lot simpler. 8 over 27. And to get rid of the cube means I cube root both sides. And cube root, so I've got the cube root here, and put it in your calculator. Cube root of 8 over 27, it will give you an answer of 2/3. Okay, so from here, now you finally understand why I say in terms of y. So remember one of the technique that we did was, in order to get rid of the log, I can use this technique called the push up method, and then my log disappears, right? So I have x is equal to push the y up, y 2/3. Perfect. And with that, I'm done with this question. All right, next question is question number 5, another toughy one. So we have log 3 bracket log 2x is equal to 2. And this is the part where students are always very confused. So let me simplify things better. I will treat this as, like, for example, y. So you have log 3y is equal to 2. This will become a lot simpler because why? Same thing, like last lesson, we realized that if I have a log, something equal to a constant, to get rid of the log, I can use this technique called the push-up method, right? So I'll get rid of the log. So I know that y is equal to 3 to the power of 2. And therefore, I know y is equal to 9. So the same thing with this technique. Can you see? I treat this as one item. So I do my push-up method. So I can safely say that log 2x is equal to 3 squared. And log 2x is equal to 9. And from here, I can do a push-up method again. So I get x is equal to 2 to the power of 9, which is equal to 5, 1, 2. So this is a very interesting question because this is push-up. You do 2 times of push-up. Okay, and that is question number type 5, which is one of the difficult questions also that students usually cannot do. And with that, these are the 5 difficult questions that most students cannot do, and I hope that it has given you some light on how to do these 5 questions. So right now, the best thing to do is cover up and redo these 5 questions and see whether are you able to do. If you're not able to do, try again or rewatch this video, play as a slower speed to understand. But if you really cannot understand, just WhatsApp me for help. All right, see you guys.